What's good, Ignitions? What's good? Thank you guys for joining me in today's video. If you guys are new here, my name is Santos. If you guys are returning subscribers, what's good, fam? Thank you guys for the continued support and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, guys, I'm going on with the request full throttle. So in today's video, I did get a request from my influencer friends as well as a couple of you guys asking me to do an end of 2020 recap or a 2022 must-haves. Okay, so in today's video, guys, I'm going to be showing you guys all the products that I loved in 2022. All of these products that are in front of me, I highly recommend. That comes down to pigment, performance, longevity. Like, all of these products are amazing, and of course, if you do purchase them, they are just going to level up whatever makeup routine you guys use on the daily. Okay, so love it. So before we get into it, guys, you guys already know, if you guys are a lover of my content, don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the Ignitions family if you guys aren't already. Don't forget to spread the word on your new favorite influencer. And without further ado, guys, enjoy the video. Alright, guys, welcome back. So I did take off my coat. It was way too hot. I was trying to serve y'all fashion, but y'all, I have back sweat, and I don't do back sweat. You already know, if you guys have been following me for a little bit, we don't do that, okay? I had to put her away. Okay, but let's get into the video. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this in categories on how I personally do my makeup on the daily. So usually, if I don't do brows first, I always start off with skin when I'm doing a prime look like this. Okay, so let's get into what primers made it into my must-haves for 2022. So I have 3 primers in front of me that made my list this year. So 2 of them I've used in pretty much 70% of my videos. If you guys know, you know. Mama said if it's not broken, do not fix it, okay? So the 2 primers I use in conjunction with each other is no surprise, is these 2. This is my like perfect little secret. This is the One Size Makeup Magnet Primer and the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Primer. Y'all, this cocktail is a must, and let me tell you, I've been using it all year. Literally every time I put on my makeup, this cocktail is just always beside me. So the reasons why I love it is because the One Size Makeup Magnet Primer is amazing for smoothing out texture in the skin, giving you a very smooth base, but on my skin it is very drying. So I do pair it up with the Pro Filter Hydrating Primer, which allows my skin to still look like skin and not overly dry itself out. So this is a heaven sent. This cocktail is amazing and I love it and highly recommend. So up next is the 3rd primer, and this one is a new product to my collection, but I can tell you guys, I am already obsessed. Everybody has highly spoke about this on the internet, and of course this product did go viral a couple of months ago, and that is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. If you guys haven't seen it, this is what the bad boy looks like. It is a beautiful, just nude packaging. Hello, stay in focus, thank you. It's just a beautiful packaging, nude packaging. It does also have a very like big doe foot applicator. Love this product, y'all. I've only used it a handful of times. I want to say this is like my 5th or 6th time wearing it, and y'all, it just makes the skin look magical, especially around this time of year. Here in New York, it is winter, okay, and my skin has already approached the dry side, and we are trying to keep it as balanced as possible. But when I put on makeup, this really just shows through the makeup and makes your makeup look like skin, which we are here for. So I highly recommend this one as well. Diving into foundation, I just have 2 foundations that made the cut this year. These foundations I use so many times in my tutorials as well as in my personal life. These are the ones that I gravitated to the most this year, and I don't even know. I wore, I think, one the majority of the year and then one the majority of the year. So I want to say 6 months each. And then in between the transitions of the seasons, I use them both in conjunction, which I love. So up first is going to be the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation. I love this foundation, y'all. When I tell you the coverage is beautiful on here, the performance is beautiful. Like, everything about this foundation is gorgeous. This does have a medium coverage. It has a luminous finish. It wears all day, and everything that goes on top of it is just beautiful. Like, it just blends like a dream. This foundation is not spoken about very much on my channel, but I can assure you guys this one is amazing, and it's a very affordable. I think I paid like $15 for this one, and it definitely competes with a lot of high-end products in my collection. So the second foundation should be no surprise to you guys. Since I've gotten it, I have been using it non-stop, and I only have great things to say about it. I do have some cons, but the cons don't it's not a deal breaker for me. So the foundation that I am talking about is the One Size Turn Up the Base BBB Cream, y'all. This foundation has truly surprised me in so many ways. It is geared towards, well, it's marketed as a BB cream. So what I really love about this, not only do I love like the packaging, it's super convenient for travel, it's very lightweight, the actual product itself is amazing. This does smooth out my skin like no other foundation on the market. This gives me like that, like my 20s kind of skin. It gives me that like almost like airbrush look, like a filtered look to my skin. It smooths out texture, it smooths out pores, and I use this in hotter climates or in hotter months. I'll use this alone. But when it is a little bit more cooler, like it's winter in New York, I do mix it in with a foundation. Like today, I did mix it in with the L'Oreal foundation. I just literally took a piece size of this. Well, I took a quarter size of this and a piece size of this and mixed them. And y'all, this is the beautiful base that I have on. It is giving what it needs to give. Again, I love this because of the longevity. I love the smoothness that it gives to my skin. It is just an amazing overall foundation. It stays on. I've worn this foundation for 15 hours, and literally from the moment that I put it on to the end of the day, and that's very hard to say with a lot of foundations. Within a couple of hours, the foundation starts to break down. This foundation stays looking the same pretty much all day. So that's why I love it, and that's why it is a must-have, okay? Alright guys, let's go ahead and jump into the color corrector and concealer category. I have one color corrector to mention and one concealer and an honorary concealer that didn't make it this past year, unfortunately, but I'm still gonna mention it because I know you guys want to know. Alright guys, so let's get into color corrector. There's been one color corrector I've been using for about like 4 or 5 months now, and y'all, I have fallen in love with this product, and honestly it has changed the game for me, and that is the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in the color Peach. So this is the beautiful packaging that it comes in, and it is in the color Peach. So what is a color corrector and why do we use it? So a color corrector is to neutralize any kind of dark spots. So if you have any kind of brownness on your skin and you wear a yellow foundation, what can tend to happen is that that area that you're putting on top of the brown area or purple area can turn gray because it needs to be neutralized. So if you ever have like a lighter or gray cast under the eyes, because your under eyes need to be neutralized, so that's when this bad boy comes in play. This one is a very soft formula. It dries down matte, and it just literally lays there and allows your concealer to just shine, to allow it to be the star that it needs to be. And this is why I highly recommend this. So if you guys have any questions about color corrector, do sound off in the comment section below. Let me tell you, color corrector is a must in anybody's collection. Just saying. Alright guys, so the concealer that made it to my list for 2022 is the Magic Touch Concealer from Anastasia. This is how it looks, guys. It is such a clean packaging product. It has a massive doe foot applicator. It is the perfect formula for underneath the eyes. I have nothing bad to say about this concealer. This concealer has full coverage. It is very smoothing on the skin, lasts all day, does not crease. I have only amazing things to say about this concealer. Highly recommend. It's thebomb.com. And then just to mention this really quick, the honorary concealer was the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Touch Concealer. If you guys haven't seen this concealer, this is what it looks like. It is discontinued, unfortunately, but let me tell you, this concealer is bomb AF. Like, I take off the applicator and I use it. It did have that like foamy thing on top of it, which absorbs so much product, but the formula in this product was amazing. And it sucks that the product is no longer in development. Such an amazing formula, and I wish that Charlotte would bring it back, but here is the honorary one. If you guys can still get your hands on it, definitely get your hands on it. You will not be sorry. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get into the category of powders. So in this category, I'll be showing you guys what powders I use to set my foundation. Also, what I use to set my under eyes. I do use 2 separate powders when I am doing my makeup, so let's get into it. Up first for setting powders is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Pressed Powder. So this is how it comes. It comes in this peach packaging. This product has always been so hard for me to open. I don't know why, but this is how it looks. Guys, I have been using this all year. This is definitely giving one size dupe. It's super smoothing, has a really nice amount of coverage, and it's such an affordable powder that performs. So I highly recommend this one. So the next powder up is a product that you guys have seen me use a million times on my channel and should be no surprise. And of course, it is a cult favorite. So I am talking about the Sephora Collections Micro Smooth Pressed Powder. So if you guys have never tried this, this is a cult favorite. It is such an amazing powder. If you suffer from dry skin and do not like that dry powdery finish, this is an amazing powder because it is baked. And we love baking powders because when it's baked, it literally marries with the foundation and becomes one with the skin and just looks beautiful. That's why this powder is always in my collection. It is a must-have and is so beautiful. And as far as affordable, it's not the cheapest powder, but it's not the most expensive. I think this is around like $22, and it gives what it needs to give every time, period. Alright guys, so let's move on to my setting powder for my under eyes. So this powder has been a runner-up for the last 2 years, and this year hasn't changed neither. So I am talking about the Huda Beauty baking powder in the color Pound Cake. It looks just like this. It has a sifter on the top. I purchased this about 2 times and I love this powder. The color that I do have is Pound Cake. I am obsessed. This just makes my eyes super smooth, very bright. It makes my concealer last. I'm not really a baker, but for anybody that has baked with this, you guys know that this will leave the most brightening under eye. I have done that a couple of times and my under eyes look super bright, but y'all dry. So I just do one thin layer and it is good enough for me. This powder is bomb AF. Alright guys, let's jump into the category of bronzers. I am a huge fan of bronzers. I love adding dimension and shape to the skin, and this is a must for me anytime I do my makeup. So I do have 3 products here which I'm excited to show you guys. So first I'm going to start off with a cream product. So up first is the Made by Mitchell Blush bronzer in the color Caramel Chisel. Y'all, like, this product is amazing. This is how it looks. It just comes in a small tube and it has a little applicator. Y'all, I've used this in a lot of my videos as well, and when I tell you, this product is bomb. When I tell you, you can put this over powder, under powder. It gives the most beautiful shape and color to the skin. This is something that I have in backup because it's that good. It is amazing. I highly recommend it from your favorite homeboy, okay? Alright guys, let's jump into our second bronzer. I haven't used this one very much on my channel, but I've used it outside of my YouTube channel all the time. And y'all, this product is so pigmented, a little goes a long way. So I'm talking about the One Size Bronzing Trio. And y'all, this one is in the medium dark shade, and let me tell you, take a really good peep at the actual shades. Like, as you guys can see, there's really no indents, and y'all, when I tell y'all, I use this all the time outside of my YouTube channel, and literally a little goes a long way. Like, there's no dent in the product, and I've had this since I think like May or somewhere before the summer. Y'all, I have barely made a dent in this product, which is crazy. So you will get your money's worth with this product. And let me tell you, it's super pigmented that one little swipe will fill up your brush, and you can get, this can be muddy very easy. Definitely use more of a flimsier brush when you are using this. This brush will not pick up a lot of product and will really diffuse the product really nicely. If you use a very stiff brush, you're going to look like you got burn marks on your face. Trust me. Alright guys, and I do have an honorary member this year. This actually my good girlfriend Tatanisha put me onto, and it is the Sunstalker bronzer from Fenty Beauty. I don't think that they sell this anymore. This palette was amazing. It has 5 bronzers in it, and it does have 2 highlighters in it as well. And y'all, when I tell you, I have been using this pretty much since I picked it up. It is such an amazing bronzer. This is the bronzer I actually have on today, and y'all, again, it is amazing, but it was limited edition. But if you can get your hands on it, definitely one for the collection. Alright guys, let's get into the blush category. So I narrowed it down to 2 products that I've used a lot this year and that has been my complete favorites. So I'm going to talk about a liquid blush, and then I'm going to jump into a powder blush. So the first product is a liquid blush, and it's from the brand Rare Beauty. So this one is actually called Happy, and when I tell you, this color is stunning, guys. It is such a beautiful like peachy pink shade and gives you that most fresh look to the skin. It is so beautiful, and let me tell you, a little bit goes a long way, and the dewiness that this gives to the cheek is just unmatched. I love this product. I do need to get another couple of shades in this formula, but I do love this one, y'all. It's hands down the best liquid blush on the market right now for me. Alright guys, so the second product should be no surprise to you guys. I've been using this in like 80% of my videos, and I love this blush trio. I've been using it since it debuted last year in 2021, and we are at the end of 2022. I was on this trend before the girlies got onto it, but for good reason, because it's amazing. So the product that I am talking about is the Juvia's Place Blush Volume 2 palette, y'all. This is when it was released with the darker shades. It was only 2 of them in the collection at the time. Now there's a whole bunch of them, but this is my favorite, and I use this in all of my videos, like for good reason, y'all. I've had this for 1.5 years, and there's not even a dent in them. Come on, pigment! Like, a little goes a long way is what I'm trying to say, and I think for the $15 price point, this is a must for the collection. So I do want to mention an honorary product that I love and that I could never see myself without is freckles. So I do want to give a shout out to Freck Beauty. So they created this little freckle maker. This is actually a brand at Sephora, y'all, and when I tell you, this product is amazing. It is just a small product that literally has an applicator, and you go ahead and just literally dab freckles and create freckles all over your face. Now, I have been loving this product. This is my second purchase, and again, it does what it needs to do, but it literally creates the most natural freckles, especially after you let it dry and then press it into the skin. It just looks like freckles, and you can make different size freckles just with the amount of pressure you put onto the product. Highly recommend. If you guys like your makeup to look like skin, just add a couple of like these. If you want to do them as beauty marks, you can go ahead and do that, and of course you can always add freckles, which always makes your skin look like skin. Alright guys, for the brow categories, I'm going to keep it very simple. I've been loving this pretty much since I discovered them. I haven't really changed. Again, I'm a creature of habit. So for my brows, I like to use 2 products that I have been using for months, and it is must have. I haven't changed my routine. If it's not broken, you guys already know, don't fix it. So the products that I'm talking about is the Refi Brow Gel and the ABH Brow Wiz in Chocolate. I love these 2. This is what you always see on me in every video that I create. I have been non-stop with these 2. This is my second tube of the Refi Brow Gel, and this is like my 100th tube of the brow pencil in Chocolate. If you guys were wondering and did not know, this is what I wear every time, and it's a must-have for any brow enthusiast, because I'm telling you, this will change up your brow game. Look at my brows. Stop playing. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and jump into the category of eyeshadows. So I'm going to talk about eyeshadow bases first before we go into the eyeshadows, but you guys should already know or are not surprised about the products that I'm going to pick, because these products are amazing and I use them in every eyeshadow tutorial that I do. So up first is going to be, of course, the base. So my favorite base and the #1 base that I've been using on my channel in all of my videos is the P. Louise eyeshadow base in Rumor #2, guys. This is the amazing base. I have been using this for a little over a year and a half, and y'all, this is my second base. I literally, it felt so good to empty out a base and to reopen a new one, and y'all, it's magic in a bottle. When I tell you your eyeshadows will be super pigmented and go on true to color, stop playing and get you a P. Louise base. Alright guys, and of course, this should be no surprise, it is in pairing with my P. Louise base is the Acid Rain base or paint from P. Louise. This base is just amazing, y'all. This is what I use to cut my crease and give me that clean base, to give me a new eyelid space, and to really just allow my shadows to go on intentfully, you know, like super pigmented and true to color. These two are a must, and I do, when I am cutting my crease now, I do go ahead and use a little bit of this and mix them with this, and it gives me a little bit more playtime so it doesn't dry as fast, because if you guys know, you know, this product dries quickly. Okay, and with this mixed into it, you get a little playtime. Shout outs to our girl Tatanisha for putting us onto that tip. That tip was definitely one of the most helpful this year with learning how to really maneuver these two. So thank you, girlfriend. Really appreciate you. Alright guys, so jumping into eyeshadows, there was one brand in particular that blew out all of the other brands out the way when it came to performance, pigment, aesthetic. I literally was introduced to this brand recently, I want to say in the last year, and y'all, the expectation moving forward is severe, okay? Because the level of expectations and performance that this product delivers, I'm like, if the other products do not, it's not for me. So let me go ahead and show you guys some of those palettes. So I am talking about the Be Perfect Carnival palette. So I do have 4 of them to my collection. I'm fairly new to the Carnival series, but when I tell you these products are amazing, these palettes outperform any palettes that are in my collection, is because they do. They bring a very silkiness to their eyeshadows. Their eyeshadows blend like a dream. They melt into each other beautifully. The things that you can create with these palettes, these are artistry driven palettes, and they are perfect for what I do on my channel. So, and I do suggest, if you guys are like curious about eyeshadows and you guys are scared to try one of these palettes, Be Perfect has an array of palettes on their platform that you can choose. They have neutrals, they have smaller palettes that have a couple of colors. You guys can play with it, but the formula itself is amazing. And of course, Stacey Marie, these palettes are in collaboration with an artist named Stacey Marie. She is very, very talented, and I take a lot of her techniques and use them on myself during my tutorials. So I do highly suggest that you guys go check her out, and definitely go check out Be Perfect. They win the spot for eyeshadows this year, and I love them and highly recommend them. Alright guys, so moving on to eyeliners, there's one brand that stood out for the most for me that I loved this year, and it is the LA Girl liners, y'all. I have so many of them in my collection. I am obsessed with the LA Girl pencils, so I do have some of these. These are like the pastel-y ones. These were limited edition, but all of these are from their Shockwave line, and when I tell you they are amazing, it's because they are full coverage. They last all day. These are such amazing products, and honestly, for the price points, y'all can't even argue with debating about these. These are like $6-7, and literally they have every color under the sun, and they work. Go ahead and copy, you guys, some of the LA Girl liners. They are amongst some of the best performing eyeliners, as well as it levels up your artistry. It's something that you can play with to really just change up your look a little bit. And springtime is coming soon, so for all of my neutral lovers that want to play with color, this is the time to do so. So let's get into mascara. So as far as mascara is concerned, I was using a discontinued mascara for a very long time until Recently I gave it up and I was on the hunt for a new mascara. I tried so many mascaras this year and did not fall in love with any until I came across this one. It is the One Size Fantasize Mascara. So it comes in this beautiful red packaging. I mean, you cannot miss it. It is a little obnoxious in shape, and of course in color. You can never miss this in your makeup bag or in your makeup collection. Let me show you guys the wand. I love this mascara. This is the mascara that I'm wearing right now. Here is the brush. It is such an amazing mascara. If you guys have a lot of length in your mascara, in your lashes, and you just want to add some type of fullness, this is going to be your mascara. It is an amazing mascara, super black, super long lasting, amazing, highly recommended from your favorite homeboy. Stop playing. So jumping into the category of setting sprays, I have two setting sprays that I absolutely fell in love with this year, and recently I fell more in love with this formula than I did in the past, which is crazy to me because I didn't even know they offered this scent. So the setting spray that I am talking about is the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray in the coconut scent. When I tell you guys, this is such an amazing setting spray. It is so good and it smells like heaven. When I tell you, this coconut scent is one of those like almost like not artificial, like realistic coconut scents. It smells so good, and of course it's the continuous setting mist, so it does have that continuous spray. Such a great product, and when I tell you it does what it needs to do, it leaves a beautiful, nice set face with a soft glow on the skin. Love it. So the next setting spray that I have fallen in love with this year is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Setting Spray. This spray is amazing for longevity. If you guys trying to wear your makeup for over 8 hours, this is the setting spray that you need. This will lock your face in place, okay? Literally drench your skin with this, fan it, and you're good to go for the remaining part of the day. This setting spray is amazing, and I don't get to use it as much because I barely go out, but when I do, you best believe I'm pulling this one. Highly recommended. Let's get into the category of lips. So I do not have a lot of products here this year. I didn't really explore a lot of formulas this year. It takes a lot for me to be wowed, especially because I've been doing this for a very long time and I know what I personally like, or I know what's really good. So for the second year, I do have to commend this brand, or keeping the same spot that it did last year. So the brand that I'm mentioning is Artist Couture. I am a huge fan of Artist Couture lipsticks. I've been using their lipsticks since he launched the Silk Cream lipstick formula, and it is one of my favorites and is so underrated. One of the companies that I wish to work with in the future and be sponsored by is Artist Couture. I love his products. Even though his brand is super small, I feel like if you have a creative imagination, you can really take those products a long way. But his lipstick formula is one of the best on the market. Like, as far as the longevity, as far as the performance, as far as the formula is super, like, it's medium to full coverage, it feels bouncy on the lip, it wears beautifully, you don't get that ugly white line. I can say so much great things. So here are two of the colors that I love at the moment. So here is what the packaging look like, guys. So it comes in this black and gold packaging, and then I do have the color Highly Favored and Modern Nude. So the Modern Nude is just a light beige, almost like a pinky beige. So here it is. This is the one I am wearing today. And then this is Highly Favored, which is more of a pinky nude. And y'all, I've been loving these two. Like, highly recommend them. They're so good. Also, I do have to give an honorary mention to the Sephora Collection liquid lipsticks. Actually, I really like these two. So just like the Artist Couture formula, I literally have those shades in liquid formulas. So I have a light like beige, and then I have a light pinky nude. I'm just a nude kind of guy. I love nude lips, especially a nice defined one. Love it. I'm so here for it. So these two have just been awesome. They give a nice, beautiful coverage to the lip, and these stay on. Like, these stay on, and I love that they're so like thin and compact, like, and it's perfect because the performance of the product really does last, and I love that for us. So definitely highly recommend these as well. As far as glosses is concerned, there's only 2 glosses in my collection that I want to recommend, and you guys probably already know them as well because I'm a creature of habit, especially when I love something. So we're going right back to the Artist Couture lip gloss. So the one that I've been using pretty much the last year is this one. This one is the lip gloss in Uncensored 2.0. It is that cool tone nude. I have it on right now. I love it, love it, love it. This is my third tube. Like, I can't get enough of this lip gloss, and I like the little bit of menthol feeling that it does, but it doesn't burn my lips. Highly recommend this one. We made it to the last product, which is very sad, but I'm glad to be here. So the last product that made it on my list for 2020 is the Fenty lip balms. The gloss bombs are amazing. So one of my favorite, and this is my second tube, is the color Fussy. This is how it looks, guys. When I tell you this is an amazing lip gloss, it has a beautiful shine to it. It smells amazing. It is one of those glosses, I'm actually gonna put it on now, that is an amazing. It just glides onto the lips, makes your lips look super pouty, hydrating, like, and that's why I left her to the end, because look, okay, she gives every time and is a must-have, and you guys need it. If you never tried it, thank me later. Alright guys, we made it to the end of today's video. If you guys have made it to the end, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me in today's video. For everyone that requested today's video, thank you guys so much. Do sound off in the comment section down below. Let me know what products you guys are excited to pick up in 2023. What products are you guys wanting to try? Let me know, and if there's a product that you guys recommend that I should try on the channel, do sound off in the comment section down below. If you guys aren't already following me on IG, definitely go give your favorite homeboy a follow. We have an amazing community over there. You guys already know I keep you posted on the channel 2 to 3 times a week, and you guys already know I will catch you guys in the new year. I love you guys. Mwah, 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 mwah. Later.